We're live? We're live? I think we're live. Live. We're live? We're live? Okay, we're live. Okay, we're live. Okay, so we're live. Move this over here. And not to make sure nothing happened like last time. Close that. We don't need that anymore. That we're still using. Okay. Okay. Think we're good. Okay, so I hide this. See if I can hide that. Can clear. Just give me a second. See if it can my computer can do something. Oh, okay. Says I can only do it if we do this. All right. I learned something. I learned something today. Because last time, I didn't get to do that last time. So here we are. First week of January. Happy New Year. Chat is open. I don't know who's here. I think I should share this there. This. And then we'll see. We'll see who pops in. And if nobody pops in, you watch the replay and I'll look at comments. Not get stuck into that. Okay, so there must be an easier way I can see chat while I'm doing this. Kind of, but not really. Okay. That'll work. Sort of. Okay. Okay, so it's January, a whole new year. Oh my God, I did it. I, I, Ugh, I did it. And then, like, in 30 days, I have a birthday, and I'm 38. And every time I tell my parents how old I am, they get super uncomfortable. It's so fascinating. But yeah, so it is, let's go right into the budget. Bring that up real quick. Oh no, what did it do here? Oh no, so cautious. Can we not? Oh, it can do it over there too? Oh. I can be careful with the keyboard and the monitors, which was active. Well, yeah. Um, let's see. December. So quickly, let's recap what happened in December for my journey to financial independence. That. So for your do okay. For the journey to financial independence, December. Wait, every dollar is not open. Give me a second. Did not open my every dollar. Did not open the every dollar. So I budget with a spreadsheet and I also have the Every Dollar app on my phone, and then I also access Every Dollar on the web browser, and it just makes my life so much easier to the point where I'm thinking of getting Every Dollar premium because I noticed the Every Dollar premium on the web browser will accept my Canadian debit card. So that is just something that I've been doing every once in a while when I feel like it. And because there's new features in every dollar, desktop, because there's new features in every dollar, I'm thinking that's not December. There's new features in every dollar. I want to access new features, and they updated Financial Peace University. So I'm thinking about doing that. Also, big, huge disclaimer. I am not following Dave Ramsey baby steps exactly. I am keeping my credit card because in Canada, to get a mortgage after a bankruptcy or a consumer proposal, you need to have two trade lines, which means two things on your credit report that are showing your credit history of on-time repayment for 2 years, and they want to see a credit limit or available credit of each of them $3,000. Right now, I have one credit card, and the limit on that credit card is $5,000. And because of the debt to income ratio, it's above 30%. Will be paying down my credit card to get it below 30% or get the balance paid off in full and keep the card open. And then sometime in the year, I will be getting a second credit card. I know, I know, for somebody who's using every dollar and all this stuff. No, Dave Ramsey would not approve, but Dave Ramsey is not Canadian. So, yeah, okay. So in December, um, the business did actually surprisingly pretty good. What I mean by that is in December, I'm on my spreadsheet, right? So in my so I'm on Ontario Disability Support Program and I'm self-employed since 20 years. So I've been a CAM model for 20 years. I've been actively working as a CAM model for 20 years. I may take breaks due to my chronic health condition of bipolar disorder or multiple sclerosis. And there's other stuff as well. But I've always been a CAM model, always work as a CAM model. And if I want to go make money today, it is from being a CAM model. So for December, I surprisingly did really well where I net profit $901.58. My revenue, business revenue was $1,229.01. And then my expenses, my business operating expenses in December 2022, they were $327.43. So that is already submitted to the Ontario Disability Support Program. The case, like I don't have a caseworker, but whoever actually gets to my file, when they finally get to my file, will have to process that for December. And it's a possibility because of the changes at ODSP, they changed the net income threshold from $200 to $1,000 that I still keep my benefits. So, yes. Yeah. So, okay, all right. I like on the screen right now, I made a ODSP estimate calculator to calculate my self-employment because I got tired of getting bad, wrong information from people on like claim to be working with people on ODSP or on ODSP that don't work. So here's the thing. So like agencies with ODSP don't actually work, like make sure they get today's information. So like, hold on. Let me go to the ODSP website so you roughly have an idea what I'm talking about. Like when I go to the ODSP, so here's the ODSP self-employment section, right? Here's ODSP's websites. It's a part of the Ontario government. So this Ontario government website for the Ontario Disability Support Program, a lot of us call it ODSP. And in it is policy directives for everything financial in a person's life who's receiving ODSP. They call us the ODSP recipient or the benefit unit, member of the benefit unit or family member of the benefit unit. Well, here, like you read, I read this thing so much. I'm kind of tired of certain terminology they use in there. But yeah. So this one is about self-employment. This is, where did it go? Oh no, hold on. Click the button. No, red disability savings plan. I was on there today. Self-employment, 5.4. So 5.4, self-employment income of Ontario Disability Support Program. There is another policy directive for Ontario Works. There's Ontario Works, and then there's ODSP, and government don't understand they're two different programs. If you've been watching Ontario politicians lately, it's like they don't know they're two different programs, and they don't know that some people who are disabled, they're on Ontario Works because they've been denied for Ontario Disability Support Program, or it's just a whole, I've been on that thing. I've been on ODSP since what, 2010, 2011? So over 10 years, I've been a member of the benefit unit receiving ODSP as an ODSP recipient. They cover my medications for my bipolar disorder. They cover my, do they cover my medication for my multiple sclerosis? Yes and no. And that's a whole thing. So like with the multiple sclerosis medication, the budget for Ontario Disability Support Program health benefits, they don't cover it, but they move you over to an exceptional EAP, they call it. It has a long name. I forgot what it is. But basically, my doctor had to make a special request to have my multiple sclerosis medication covered by insurance. And the minute that medication had a government approved generic medication, they moved me from the brand name to the generic. The brand name is $1,900 a month, like $1,900, versus the generic, which is $1,600 a month, $1,600. Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of things I keep in my head, and I'm surprised I keep all these things in my head to the point where pursuing financial independence is like priority number one for me. Insert following the Dave Ramsey baby steps, building my emergency fund, increasing my income as self-employment, hiring a business coach, going through Ontario Disability Support Program has a thing called employment supports, and they have a handful of employment support programs that are helping people who want to become self-employed. I've been through that in 2017 because, which is so annoying. So like me being self-employed since 2003 and then getting approved for Ontario Disability Support Program and telling them that I am self-employed, how do I report my self-employment income, took me 2011, 2010, 2017, wait, no, not 5. Yeah, 6 or 7 years to finally get a caseworker understand Policy Directive 5.4 self-employment income to add it to my file as a benefit member. Where is it again? Oh, where is it? Eligible member of the benefit unit, ODSP recipient. Yeah. So here we are. Okay. So I will post the link in chat for it. I'm like, it's just, it's a whole lot. If you're like, I have a couple of people who commented in the Facebook group. So I made a, what do I call my, I have to go find my Facebook group, but I made a Facebook group of people who are on ODSP who want to work through the Dave Ramsey baby steps to reach a level of financial stability and financial independence. There's also a Reddit. The Reddit is called Leaving ODSP. And then I document my journey on my channel. Here we are. And there's no, like, is there nobody in chat? Am I just going to talk to myself the whole entire time? Is that what we're doing? I'm okay with that. I am. I'm totally okay with that, but I'm just wondering. Like, I would like to see people in chat participate. That'd be fantastic. And if for whatever reason you see a comment box and the live is finished, just leave your comments below. I would go look at them later. Yeah, so December, Here we are. We still here? Wait, hold on. We're still here. Okay, we're still here. Okay, so in December, my business made okay money. You may have seen this on my community tab. I was posting my screenshots from one of the campsites that I work. I was just having a really good season of getting back to work as much as I could. There was times of I learned that I can't work like webcamming, you can potentially work 40 to 90 hours a pay period. So a pay period could be weekly or bi-weekly depending on the campsite you're working. And if the campsite is running a contest, you could be working more hours to have a placement in the contest, hoping to win the prizes from the contest as a cam model. It's a lot. Trust me, it's just a lot. Yeah, so the income that was coming in, I was excited for it. It was doing good. In the part of having my income come in, it accomplished the investing section of my budget. I was able to max out my registered disability savings plan so that I can get the full $10,500 in disability savings grants and bonds that is managed with my certified financial planner. It's fantastic, like super, because even in like, so 2022, I moved my investment accounts to my certified financial planner. So I meet with him every couple of months. We go over my goals. He tells me what the market is doing. I really don't care what the market is doing because my mission is to invest regularly to stay in the market, the stock market, mutual fund market. Um, so investments are mutual funds. They're managed by like mutual fund managers, and I consult with my financial planner to make sure he is doing his job, and it's pretty fantastic. So that happened. And then if you're paying attention to your My CRA account, when you log in, you'll see a box somewhere in the front page, the home page of your My CRA account, your RRSP contribution room. Then right underneath it, you'll see your tax-free savings account contribution room. Mine this year is a whopping $87,000. That as somebody who's on a journey to financial independence, will be working towards maxing out that account, along with my registered disability savings plan. And depending on how much income I make from self-employment, I'll be contributing money to my RRSP, the registered disability savings plan. I am not a financial planner. I just told you I personally work with a financial planner, and working with a financial planner, he has to manage like all those things in the account. So he's making sure there's no cash sitting in my accounts. All my accounts have to be invested in the appropriate mutual funds at my appropriate risk tolerance, in my appropriate timeline, or when I need my money available to live off my investments. I focus on working, budgeting, making sure the income comes in. So when I tell the income to go to my investment accounts, they go there. I make sure every dollar that I make has a job. That is what I do. I know. And the thing is, if you're in the debt-free community, everyone's on their different level of debt freedom and financial independence. Some of us are like cash stuffing. I don't. I'm not a cash stuffer. Like I took out $100 out of my account for cash. I'm down to my last 50. And I took it out in December. So I took it out early December. And the plan was to take out money. So it was, hold on, where is it again? We took out money for my haircut. And then the plan was to take out money to get my nails done. I did not get my nails done, but the cash was in there went towards groceries today. So that was nice. All right, every dollar. What's still going on every dollar? We're still on every dollar. Um, yeah. So like December, I got In this, so what's weird about the month of December? The month of December, I thought I would get Christmas money I did not, because I chose not to see them for Christmas because I wanted to make sure I maxed out my registered disability savings plan because I don't have an employer. So if I want my investments to be there for retirement age, which is 65, because ODSP will kick me off when I turn 65, and my registered disability savings plan will make me take money out of my account when I turn 65. So, but if not having an employer and not putting money in the account, if I don't put money in there, there's not going to be money there. And that's the thing about being on ODSP. ODSP and that long 664 policy page directive, they say you can't have all these accounts I just mentioned to you. And the amount you get from ODSP will never be enough to go in your investments. Your fixed income from ODSP is purposely designed to take care of what Dave Ramsey calls your four walls: your housing, your groceries, your clothing, and then all of your housing costs. So like for me, it's my rent, my tenant insurance, and hydro. Hydro is my electricity bill. If I owned a house, because you can own a house while on ODSP as your primary residence. I'm just going to post the link to the policy directive in chat so you can go read it. Because I memorized majority of the Ontario Disability Policy Directive during the pandemic when we couldn't go anywhere. So that's what I did. And then I used what was in the policy directive to design my Dave Ramsey baby steps-ish plan so that I can live my best financial life. I know, it's fantastic. I wish there were people in chat because this is just me talking to myself in my own commentary. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I did. I found Dave Ramsey 2017. 2018, I was trying to do exactly Dave Ramsey and it wasn't working because my debt at the time of following Dave Ramsey was a credit card and a ridiculous pain in the butt high interest loan from Easy Financial. Um, they are predatory, like those loan companies are predatory on the sense my income, when they look at my income, it's ODSP and some of my commissions from self-employment. So at that time, when I got the loan, my commission income was low, so my ODSP income looked higher. And they gave me a loan for $5,000 on 29% interest, and it was awful. So then, December 2019, I went into a bankruptcy trustee's office and I legally enrolled in or agreed to a consumer proposal where it was $100 a month, settlement of $6,000, where all my creditors got piece of the debt that I owe them, student loan included, because my student loan from 2005, but because the Easy Financial loan was the biggest, the student loan automatically agreed yes to the consumer proposal. That was discharged August 2020. There's a video on my channel where I was legally consumer debt free, where yay, I did my own version of my debt free scream in August 2020. And then September 21, I got back a credit card from Capital One. Yeah. So here we are. Okay, so December again. We got tax credits. I made money for my self-employment. I got my ODSP. Oh, my Ko-Fi store. Right, Ko-Fi. Hold on. I should show that. Hold on one second. There's so many things. I should have planned this way better. I should have planned it so much better. But yeah, on the Ko-Fi store, y'all been supporting the channel. It is fantastic. Where's my Ko-Fi page? My Ko-Fi, it's like ko-fi.com and then Minnie C. Riley. So people have been buying me a coffee. I, I'm receiving coffee from Ko-fi. It's nice. So on my Ko-fi store as well, my ODSP estimator calculator spreadsheet that I made for my personal budget, it's available there. So if you're on ODSP and you want to estimate um, what you're doing, so like you have income, so it's I set it up for self-employment. So I set it up for you can enter in your gross revenue minus your expenses. It'll equal out your net profit, your business net profit. ODSP says when you have a business net profit of $100 a month or $1,200 a year, you should be eligible for the $100 work-related benefit, which, where is that? Hold on. That would be here. I read it before I went live. No, make up 1,200. Couldn't find it that way. Here, this section right here says ODSP recipients must generate at least $100 per month in self-employment income or over $1,200 per year as net business income is calculated annually. So I'm still waiting for them to like calculate my full self-employment. They calculate up to January to November. I need to send them December. And then I need to call because I don't have a sign. There's no caseworker assigned to my file. So when you're on ODSP and you don't have a caseworker, it is still your responsibility to make sure you are doing all of the legal documented things to keep ODSP happy. That's just what it is. It's a pain in the butt. I don't like it, but I want them to cover my medications. So this is what we're going to do. So yeah, like it covers virtually everything for your whole entire financial life and financial planning, even down to what happens when you get married while you're on ODSP. Like if me and my dude who's been together for 8 years, he's like, oh, let's get married. First conversation we're having is how we're going to handle ODSP. Like that's our first discussion. Like I'm not even going to say yes yet. He needs to be committed to the madness that is the Ontario Disability Support Program if he wants to marry this. So, which is like I just have a positive outlook on this because I've been with him for so long. I'm Canadian. I'm born here. The doctors have already said I have a disability how many years ago? I used to ignore it. I used to deny it. I used to act like, oh, I'm fine. No, I'm not. Like today, I went grocery shopping and I have my granny shopping cart and I'm trying to fill up the thing, and this arm tingles and refused to move. My fingers were not moving. I still have to bring home my groceries with the ice cream. I bought premium Chapman ice cream, and that thing is coming home. That so I'm not even worried about ODSP. Like right now, ODSP is actually moving in a direction that I feel like I can really reach financial independence. Where is it? They added a new thing with ODSP. So I can find it. View and eligibility. Did I read that one? Oh, damn, they updated. See, even that. So if you're on ODSP, I highly recommend go to the government website and read the thing you legally signed your life away to. I don't get how people don't read this or get somebody to read it for you. Like there's a section of it where it's in English, more or less, and then there's a section of it being in legal government talk. That's frustrating and difficult to read. You don't want, like you as an everyday person, you don't need to read the legal government lawyer talk of the policy directive. Read the part of the policy directive that is in English. Like, here we go. I'm back to it again. Am I back on the home page? No eligibility, no. I need I need the home page. Where is that? I'll find it in a second. Um, oh, social assistance. Okay. I need this page. Okay, I'll put this in chat. Probably pin it as a comment or something. So, like this, they're digital now. They're they're digital. They have a lot. Like they have a telephone system that you can call in and check the status of your account, called the IVR. They have an online platform where you log in and you check your account and status and print off proof of its social assistance, where you upload all of your documents for housing expenses, income and expenses. It's like they're covering virtually everything. So it's up to you to review the policy and understand the policy. So like my friend right now, she's on Ontario work, she's moving over to ODSP. I had to help her fill out the forms, and it's a lot of forms you're filling out to get approved for ODSP. It's not like, oh, you just automatically get approved. You're filling out forms that your doctor fills out, you're writing your own personal essay to them. Some people have to go to tribunal and speak to them in court. What else is there? I hired a lawyer. So, yeah, and the thing is, I don't have any money for a lawyer, so I hired legal aid, and I hoped I got a good person from legal aid who was emotionally available to defend my case of getting approved for ODSP in 2010 and 2011 when I was waiting for the sheriff to kick me out of my apartment because I was in bipolar psychosis and my whole entire life was falling apart. That was 2010. We're in 2023 now. I don't live there anymore, thank God. I'm in a completely different space of I work when I can. Sometimes my left arm will not be functioning. My leg, like between my legs, my arm, my eyes, sometimes they don't work. I'm not really sure what employer is going to be happy with my arm not working and I need to type them essays and documents and reports by a certain deadline because it's not happening. The way my arm was today getting groceries and trying to pull my groceries home, and I had to pull mostly with my right arm and nothing from my left arm, it's exhausting. It's super exhausting. Like, I really want to make enough money so I can hire an assistant to pull the groceries. Hey, you. Oh, I miss you too. I don't know, like, I don't know what part did you hear? When did you get in? Because I've been talking to myself for a while. Like, I've been fully talking to myself for a while. I don't think I fully reviewed the budget for December or my new webcam earnings tracker or the planned budget for January. And then because I am a working age person with a disability in Canada, in the province of Ontario, for the rest of my life, I got to deal with the government and defending and proving my disability status and if it's prolonged and severe and supposed to last more than 12 months. Oh, okay. So you just got here. Okay. So, question. Are you a CAM model or are you a benefit member unit of the Ontario Disability Support Program? I hate saying those words, but they make it so complicated. They make it so complicated. Oh my Lord. Okay. Um, we'll see. We'll see how chat goes because there's a person here now. Oh, I should probably get some break when you answer that question. Let me get some water. Okay. And remind me, because sometimes my microphone is up here, and when I'm talking, nobody can hear me. So if I ever put my microphone up there, just let me know it's up there. Okay, let's see what you said. Was a cam model, but I stopped and got a job. Well, are you happy with the job? Because I've only been a cam model. 2003, 2023, March is my anniversary. I mean, the last time I had a job was 2008. I don't count the one day I worked for Elections Ontario because I quit as soon as the day was over. uh, I don't do that. I'm not on OF. I thought about being on OF. My boyfriend is on OF. He makes a buckets of money on OF. I'm not there. I webcam. I webcam on. Ooh, now would be a good time to show you my tracker. Oh, hold on. Where's my tracker? So for the month of December, because, oh, fantastic. Okay, so for the month of December, I made a webcam income tracker and I tested it for the whole month of December. It has these wonderful line graphs and it basically tracked it from the 1st to the 15th and then the 16th to the end of the month. So for testing it, I worked with it with 3 campsites, which is Stream8, I'm Live, for free. And then it basically input all of my data points and I highlighted my highest paying days for webcam. So like 1st to the 15th in December 2022, my highest day was $216.92. That's American. And then for the 16th to the 31st of December, my highest day was $130.91. Yeah. And then this is me trying to juggle working 3 websites. But then for January, I'll probably still work my 3 websites, but I technically am registered on 4. This is why I don't do OF or Loyal Fans or there's so many of them. I know AVN is gone. I know StreamMate is making one. Yeah, there's a bunch of like if you're build like so you could be a cam model, you do live stream, and then cam model who does live stream, you're working on premium websites or freemium websites. Freemium websites or token-based websites, I do not like them. Because the whole token, hoping people in the room will participate in the tokens. I don't like that. There's too many people, like the level of, so I try to work Cam 4 because I thought, 100%, there's place 100% and it's 10 cents a token. And then there's Cam Soda, which I think is 5 cents a token. But so Cam Soda's minimum payout is $20 and Cam 4 minimum payout is $50 with Paxum. I get paid with Paxum. I like using Paxum. So I tried working Cam 4. I did 3 hours. I made $1.80. But we know, I just showed you, I work Stream8, I'm Live, Flirt for free. Flirt for free is my lowest paying website because I have a hard time getting on that website to log my hours. Because typically on a webcam site, you want to be able to work 20 to 40 hours minimum a week unless you're trying to place into one of the website's contests, which I said that earlier. I wish you were here earlier when I was talking about that. So I did Stream8. Stream8, I did actually participate in one of the contests for Stream8 during December or November, where if you logged, they had a contest where if you logged 25 hours and you made a minimum of $25, they would give you 50% on top of your earnings. I tried, but with so many models on the website at that time for that week and that criteria of the contest, it was super challenging. But my goal as always is I always preach make sure you make minimum payout for the website you're choosing to work, which is why I'm having a difficult time working Cam 4 or Cam Soda because that culture of a website is too challenging for me compared to premium websites where my whole entire environment is to talk to the customers, and get them to take me to private chat. And then now it's in the drawer. I have the Lovin's toy, I have the Lush. That thing is making me a whole lot of money. One of my pay periods, so when the screenshot on my community tab, I made $407. Half of that, over $200 of that was all based on tokens, tips, gold, credits, whatever they want to call it, from people clicking on the Lovin's toy to make it vibrate. It's fascinating how that toy increases your income on webcam that I didn't have when I started in 2003. 2003 was all about building relationships and getting customers to spend as much time and money as possible in private chat. That's the premium campsite. Premium, it's a whole group culture environment, and I don't even know. But the thing about freemium, so there's freemium primary, like their primary business model is premium. Like premium private private chat sites, they also have a group chat feature. So they still have a buy-in ticket for the show. Everybody in the room can tip. Um, it shows like a leaderboard of who's the highest tipper. Premium websites still have that. Like I'll figure like, and because I don't need to branch off to these separate style of websites, I can actually do all of my webcam and my style of webcam on one website over a premium website. So it's very funny to me when cam models are teaching other cam models how to be cam models, and they still don't have the knowledge to understand that a premium campsite has the features of a freemium campsite with certain rules. Like premium campsites are supposed to be no nudity below the belt. You don't talk to customers off site. Um, Everybody on the campsite has to be a verified model, and they want you to show your face on camera long enough that it matches with your ID on file. That like premium or freemium, the rules, their terms and services rules are very different. But I just excel better in a premium private chat campsite versus a freemium campsite. Oh, that's a lot. That's me summing up 20 years of my life right there. That is so much information. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure you have questions. So post them in chat. Oh, that was so much information. Oh my gosh. I need a minute. Okay. Yeah, that's like how I sum up camming. And then there's OF and loyal fans, and like back in the day I built a membership site where it was just two of them because into so here's the thing about like the business that nobody talks about. So if you go in business with somebody else, And let me look that up. I don't even know what that is. That's the thing. Like right now, the wave, everyone is trying to be another site like this one. Everybody's trying to be another site, which is great, but I'm exhausted. I already work on 4 websites for 20 years. So why am I going to join another website? Like, really, hold on. Where is this part of my spreadsheet that I added? This. I've been on cams since March 18, 2003. Then I added Streamate. I added Night Flirt. I added Peak Shows. I added Camgirls Hide. I added like 10 or 12 campsites 20 years ago. And then now, 20 years ago, yet again, there's this campsite, there's this camp. But the only thing different from back in the day to now, it's easier to build a membership site than it is to build a website, like any type of website. Like how Flirt for Free is from 1996. I'm Live, now I'm Live. iFriends, they're from 97, but iFriends is gone in 2017. Um, these companies are just hanging on to their assets. And some of them have a lot of assets. Like Flirt for Free is part of Vivid Entertainment. Cams.com is with Legendary Lars. Streamate is a standalone company. I forgot who they're with. I'm Live is a European-based company. But they keep changing their percentage. Like right now, they're technically they start at, oh yeah, hold on. So I'm Live has a thing where there's 12% bonus credits for customers, but their base pay is 27%. Then on I'm Live, you have to become a diamond host to reach 30%, and their their adult stars get 35%, while Streamate starts at 35% for people that are in North America. Then there's a whole different pay structure for cam models that are in US, Canada versus Mexico, Colombia, Russia, um, Romania, over there. But Romania, Colombia, Russia, they have the most fantastic webcam studios that they turn their webcam business into a McDonald's franchise. It is amazing. Where there's some cam model studios that I follow on social media, and they post their screenshots of what their models are earning in their studio. Some of them are earning like $60,000 a month. There is no guarantee any one of us will make that kind of money, but there's the fact that some of the models have done it means you could do it if you want to like work 90 hours a week and exhaust yourself. So I still go with the base of make $100 a day. A lot of models cannot make $100 a day every single day that they log on. Like this is where part of my videos where I got super upset with it because they made it so dramatic. It's not. It really like I'm trying to figure out how to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, be showered, ready to be logged on at 6 a.m. so that I can make sure that I'm online on Flirt for Free, because Flirt for Free said the traffic drops at 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time up until 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you know when a website traffic is slow and you need customers, ideally you want to be on the website to attract the customers in the slow traffic period so you can boost up your earnings, but you may go a little stir crazy because it's dead quiet. Like here, I've been talking on the live for 40 something minutes until Duchess X's showed up in my room. I was fully having a show by myself for 45 minutes. This is what happens when you're a cam model. There's a period of time you're on cam and you're literally talking to yourself, hoping somebody who's not logged in watching you logs in so they can talk to you and spend money. Yeah, 20 years. Hello. No, I do not plan on quitting. I know there's a handful of cam models right now that are quitting, and I find it really hilarious, like super hilarious. Because the way I see it now, this business is from the 90s and we're now in 2023. So the business is well over how many years old? 1996 plus what, 20? Nope, that's 2016. Add 8, 2024. So 996 plus 28 years. Yeah, the business is almost 30 years old. Make as much money as humanly possible until every website in the business drops off. Like, really? Like, true. The only way I would probably work a token based website is if all of the premium private chat websites go out of business because I would have no other choice. And then I have to figure out how to work on a premium, not premium, freemium campsite. And also, I found it funny that cam models are trying to say that there's like a lot of campsite. There really isn't. There's mega companies. Like Streamate is a mega company. So Streamate being a mega campsite company, they own a lot of internet assets of website names that go to Streamate. They buy a lot of traffic. They do a lot of business deals. They run commercials in the US. When I was in Texas and the lady in my room wanted to keep the TV on while she was sleeping, I woke up in the middle of the night and saw a Streamate commercial on the television and my face was there. I'm on American late night television. I'm in Canada. And because I don't have cable and I don't have those channels, I'm never going to see the commercial. So this is the other issue. Like, so my family, they don't like what I do. Hello, March 18, 2003 was day one. March 18, 2023 is 20 years. They still don't like what I do. Okay, great. I'm 38 years old come next month. I'm going to be 40 in 2 years. You don't have to like what I do. I'm legal, and this is where I push the financial education and financial literacy and financial independence, because if you go back and read your model agreement, you are legally responsible for your retirement, your taxes, your insurance, your CPP. CPP is Canada Pension Plan. And then there is GST. So like in Canada, if you make over $30,000 in revenue, have to register for your GST number with the government of Canada and then track all your GST inputs, because our business, you are zero rated because we collect commissions. We don't sell any products and we're not charging tax on the product we're selling. So like if I had a membership website and I'm selling the membership, I would have to charge sales taxes on those memberships. Again, a lot of trial and error, a lot of talks with the government of Canada to figure this out. And my family doesn't like what I do. Okay, great. We both are in the same tax brackets. We both have to deal with the government. We both have to make sure our retirement is there for us when we turn 65. I have a small window of tolerance when it comes to this business. Either you're in it and you're going to do it, and you're going to do it to the best of your ability. And when you're doing it, you're going to make sure the money you're making is there to sustain you when you are fully retired. Like fully retired, like there's, and then not even that. I met two cam models that are over the age of 70. A male cam model who's a retired American veteran. He's 75. He works on premium websites because he has with his idea. So some of the premium campsites, you're not allowed to have pets while you're on camera. No cats, no dogs, none of that when you're on camera. He works on freemium campsites because he could have his dog or a cat or bird, I forgot what pets he has, on camera in the background while he's working. Like things like that. Like depending on your personality, your lifestyle, you may want to work on freemium websites the majority of the time, or you may want to make a premium websites the majority of the time. And yeah, Premium websites have high strict rules because they want to make Visa and MasterCard happy. This is why we have those things. This is why there's rules. This is why, like, we're a corporation. We work for corporations. We work for mega corporations. Any questions? Because I so yeah, when I get emails of people that are like super, am I not live? Wait, hold on. I didn't click anything. Pop out chat. Where'd it go? What is this? Okay, there's nobody in chat. So it's just me talking about myself. Um, since I'm no longer, I don't know when she left. Oh, hopefully somebody pops in chat because I was on a roll here. I was on a super roll. I mean, no, not really. It's 20 years. And I have no desire of quitting. I'm gonna ride this wave as long as humanly possible. I've done everything humanly possible to take care of my disability because my disability showed up while I was working. And because I work self-employed, there is no disability benefits. Like for me, like if I was supposed to get covered for disability benefits, my parents would have to put something in place the same second I moved out at 18 years old. Like just based on I'm diagnosed with bipolar disorder and post-traumatic stress disorder. I had to I treated for that. I got treatment for that. And then 2013, I'm diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Based on already have a disability, already on medications every day, already on a prescription every single day that I have to take and remember to renew every single day. And then I get another disability. When was I supposed to get an employer a job to hire me, fully knowing that I'm a flight risk? I'm a mental flight risk. Like emotionally, the amount of jobs I had where I did not show up to work because of my bipolar disorder. When like this is it. This is why I work from home. This is why I make my money online. This is why I make the YouTube videos. This is why I build my own community of people that are looking for my information. This is what I don't do any like me filing my taxes. This is it. Internet broadcasting and publishing 531 I think that's my industry code I file on my taxes. Yeah, this is it. And I track everything. Oh, Ontario Disability Support Program, 5.4 self-employment income and small business. Yeah, I memorized that thing way better than my caseworker. Any caseworker that I get on my file come soon, the first thing I talk to my caseworker about is do they understand Policy Directive 5.4, self-employment. Second, the minute. Like right now, the industry is doing Internet Expo, AVN, StreamAid's doing their model mixer. I'm missing all of that because there's not enough money in savings to travel for business. Like business travel, this is what I need to save up for. Like where's my, okay, we did that. We did the webcam tracker. Hold on. Did the webcam tracker. So we did the webcam tracker. We don't need this anymore. I talked about my Ko-Fi store. People are buying me coffee. That's fantastic. Shows supports the channel. Shows that people are interested. And then we have December. So this, yeah, December, real quick. Let's go over my December budget real quick. Money came in. Money came in from disability. Money came in from my business. Money came in from people supporting the channel from the Ko-Fi store. I've been reading the book Profit First by Mike Michalowicz, and I should have blocked that out. I've organized my business to follow profit first. So the business like follows profit first. So like my income from webcam comes into the accounts. Like there's the incoming revenue account. It goes in there first. Then we do the profit first um account allocations. First, we make sure that I put 5% of that income into the Profit First account. The Profit First account, I get a bonus out of the Profit First account once a quarter. So come March, April 1st, I will take out a percentage out of the Profit First account as a bonus that I'm not supposed to use on business because there's a different account for that. So it'll probably spa day, buy a new wig, even though buying a wig is a business expense, but it's okay. Wigs are expensive. So if a bonus is I'm buying a wig, a bonus is I'm buying a wig. Because I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers doing the wig reviews, the lace front wigs. I'm going to need a couple of them to work on webcam. And I may wear a wig out on the road. I have not been doing that in a while. I stopped wearing beads like a while ago. So like being on multiple sclerosis medication, this particular medication made my hair fall out, which is why I'm shaving my head. So I wasn't feeling all that confident of growing out my hair so that I could wear weaves again. But now that lace fronts wigs are actually looking pretty realistic, I may invest in some of those. So yeah, my Profit First account every quarter. Um, 20% of it's like right, and then there's debt right now. So because there's debt right now, the credit card has a balance on it. 80% of the Profit First account once a quarter will pay down the credit card. 20% stays in there as business retain earnings. Because I like the beginning I said is being a cam model, we're not employees. We are freelance independent contractors. We are fully responsible for our financial everything. Our like how our business operates, how our household operates around our finances. And then if you're on social assistance and you're, for me being in Ontario, an Ontario Disability Support Program, I can work and still receive Ontario disability benefits. So that right there is a reason of why I do what I do with the budget. So December, yeah. So we planned for $6,637. And what actually came in was $2,885. And then we maxed out my disability savings plan so that I can get my disability savings bonds and grants of $10,500 for the year of 2022. All right. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm living my best life for myself as a working age person with a disability. And living with a disability is super expensive. And I have these big dreams of buying a house, buying a car, paying for college in cash. Right. 2022, I should have been in my accounting program, but I don't like accounting. You think I do based on my spreadsheets. I like organizing my budgets. That is more personal finance than accounting. If you're in accounting and you work with like if you're in accounting or finance, you know there's a difference. There really is a difference. So that is there anybody here? No, nobody's here. Okay, so we're gonna try to wrap this up because there's not a whole lot I need to say what's going on here. So January, we planned for January 7,000, wait, we did $7,132. In the month of January, I did get my Christmas money from my mom's. Mom's gave me $100 for Christmas money. I guess she got over me not being at Christmas and her understanding I have big woman things to do. I'm almost 40. I'm not 30 or 20 or 10. I I'm on a mission to take care of my financial house in order. which is financial house in order with my business and financial house in order with being a working age person with a disability, flat out. And then me being a cam model, I'm going to like, yes, it's hard. It's a different. So with being a cam model, because it's a new career field, just like being a YouTuber is a brand new career field. All these things. Hold on one second. Hold on. I'll be back in a second. Hold on. Okay. So it's not like something was burning. So I went to go check. It's not my unit. So it's somebody else's. And hopefully they handle it. Or maybe they did, and this is a leftover of, yeah. So back to January. So January, yeah, I suspect I anticipate my disability benefits coming in for the month of January because the policy says they review self-employment on an annual basis. So they're going to finish off reviewing my 2022 December, and then they're going to go over all the numbers for January 2022 to December 2022. And I'm going to I submit them monthly because it's easier for me. And then January, December 2023, they're going to review my self-employment business. And any month that I have $100 net profit and above, they should be adding on a work-related benefit of $100 to my disability. Plus, there is mandatory medical transportation. So I'll probably be getting that from disability. What else is there? My investments. So like all my investments with being on Ontario Disability, they're in exempt assets. So exempt assets under Ontario Disability are assets they do not count towards your income test eligibility for receiving benefits. And then for 2023, as of February 1st, they changed the income criteria from $200 to $1,000. So there is not a whole lot I need to worry about except for work through the Dave Ramsey baby steps, rebuild my credit so that I can one day buy a house. Buying a house is an exempt asset from ODSP. You're allowed a primary residence. You're allowed having a vehicle. So I would like to have my vehicle. So things like that. What else is there? And then school, right? I still want to go back to school. So there is the business finance program at the community college that I would like to go back and finish. And I may go for the third year with the co-op to really see, do I want to work outside of the home as an employee for a company? And I'm probably not. I know me, I'm probably not. But I want the opportunity to do it. So I'm doing all these things. I don't want to be locked into anything. I want to explore the opportunity for certain things, but I'm not going to walk away from a business that I've been with for 20 years where it's flexible, it works around my schedule, it works around my disability, and it works around my income potential, and it works around with what type of income I want to make for myself. So the level of things that we look for in a job of the whole Ken Coleman um paycheck to purpose or whatever he calls it. That, like the Get Clear assessment that he has over there, I did the assessment. I did multiple personality test assessments to understand how do I work and why do I want to work and what type of work do I do well at because that's my superpower. So, yeah. And this is not even my goals and intentions. Goals, oh, you did? Oh, okay. I was wondering where you disappeared to. Yeah, so I'm really like, I don't know, like it's just calm, I guess. I don't know. I'm in this place where I just want to focus on what I want. I have the ability to get what I want. There's like I'm doing everything but like legally to get what I want. Let me get what I want. Like there's just so many like I have so many other things I worry about in my head. I don't I just don't have time for like my family still hating what I do for a job. Okay, but I've never been homeless. I've been here. I've been here for 15 years and counting paying my rent on time by the first of the month. Pay my rent. Credit card, they're getting their money. Electric bill, they're getting their money. Who else gets their money? Cell phone, they're getting their money. Um, Groceries today, the grocery store got their money in a gift card, cash, and my debit card. And I don't count gift cards for groceries as part of my budget. Like, I don't. So, what I paid out of my pocket, like my money, was $99 that I put it in the budget. Today, groceries got $99.14. Where do you think that money came from? Oh, yeah, by the way, being a cam model. Yeah, that's where it came from. I maxed out my disability. I'm more stable than before, tell you that much. There was a season that we didn't know if I was going to eat food. There was a season where my building wanted to kick me out because I wasn't paying the rent. Like, I've been through stuff. I don't want to go through stuff no more. I just want to enjoy my life to the best of my ability. And if it means me financially supporting myself by being a cam model, that's what I'm going to do. I'm ride or die with these companies. I'm going to ride the wave until the companies are no longer operational. And I got to be careful because last time I said that, one of them disappeared. The last time I made that declaration, the campsite company vanished. So we got to be careful. But I like, am I like, did they do their, they didn't, wait, they did their end of the year presentation. So Flirt for Free does these webinars for registered models on their platform. They did their big presentation the end of December. I went back and watched it again. And they have cam models that are making, what was it again? 1 million credits in 7 years. So, and let me show you what that is. Because you need to see it in the like the credit calculator to understand how much money that is. No, million credits is 100,000. I posted online like they made like $400,000 or something in 7 years. It was nuts. Like the stats that certain campsites are keeping track of the performance of cam models that work on their site, and every cam model on the campsite are independent contractors. Like they're not an employee. Like Flirt for Free has an office in California where they actually have people who they get a benefits package, they train the cam models, they understand the website, how it works. They understand, like if I contact Flirt for Free right now in the chat support of the website, it is an employee that works there. That's all they do. They respond to cam model problems on the website. They escalate suspicious requests on the website. They do all those things. So when we get the percentage from the cam site, like Flirt for Free has me on a tier system. So it's a 31%, then I have to work 30 hours to get to the next percentage, and it goes up to 50%. To get to that level, I have to make a certain amount of money on the cam site. Other countries, I know, don't get that percentage. I do not know why they don't get that percentage. I'm a model on the site just like you, so I don't know why your percentage is different than mine. But the Flirt for Free webinar that was showing the stats of the cam models making these record-breaking commission earning levels on the website, they're not from Canada and US. Just to let you know that. They're not. They're Russian, they're Colombian, they're Romania, they're overseas. They're in European countries. They're making buckets of money in a very short period of time so they can go live their best life ever. Because they're in countries that their minimum wage is less than $2 an hour. They're in countries where there's no jobs prospects for them, no matter how much post-secondary education that they get. So for us cam models that are in Canada and the US and Australia and what's the other one? Exactly. So this is why if you're not making money as a cam model for whatever reason, you may have to get a job outside the house. Like if you're not making, like I posted my screen, where were they? Do I still have them? Let me see if I can go find them. Hold on. Let me see if I can go find them. Because I don't make lots and lots of money. I make lots of consistent money when I'm consistent. Like when I'm consistent, my money is consistent. And my goals are my financial goals that I have for myself, I'm making them. I'm hitting them. I'm reaching them. No, I'm not making $60,000. I would like to. My big dream is to make six figures in a month off a campsite. That'd be fantastic. So where is this? Am I sharing this? No, wait, hold on. I'm sharing it now. Wait, delay. I like how there's a delay right here. This is not helping me. This is not helping. All right. I can see it in OBS has it. Okay. So yeah. So I was me posting my screen because I hired a business coach. I spent 2,997 American dollars to hire a business coach to get me motivated to reach my minimum targets on the campsites. Like here, one website I made $121.91. That was in November. I didn't make a webcam tracker for November. I only made the webcam tracker for December. So I should probably go back and make a webcam tracker for November, but I didn't make one for November. So yeah, in November 6th and November 12th, I made $407.73 American. I had to pay financial service fees. I had to set aside money for that for taxes. Then it paid my groceries. Then I got my toes done. And then, yeah, then I got sick. No, it was not COVID. We did negative tests for COVID, but it was a cough that lasted a while. It was annoying. So that's the thing too. If you get sick while you're camming, either you're working while you're sick because you're home, or you're taking days off, hoping you're not sick that long. That's what, like, if you get your cycle while you're camming, some cam models are working during that time of month. Some cam models are not. I'm the cam model does not. Like this whole week, 1st to the 7th, which is the new pay period for Stream8, because they're Sunday to Saturday. they're now on the new pay period because they're on Greenwich Mean Time. So it's midnight on Stream8 right now, or 1 o'clock in the morning on Stream8 right now. So tomorrow morning, when I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I get into the shower, I don't want to. I really want to sleep until 9 a.m., but I can't because I'm missing out on the money that happens on the website from 5 to 9 a.m. 5 a.m. to 9 a.m., there's a window of people on the campsite that are spending money. I need to be up. I need to be online. I need to get. So, what I've learned is to shower, get ready, get online, then have breakfast. So, if you're going to do it like ridiculous morning shifts of 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., you need to be online first, then take a break and have breakfast. It's okay. Your body will get used to it. Have breakfast. I'm not telling you to ignore. I don't miss breakfast. You'll see on my Instagram, I make my English muffin sandwich on a regular basis. Like I make my own English muffin and sausage and cheese sandwiches on a regular. I eat food. This belly says I eat food. There's a lot of food we're eating here. I don't miss a meal. I don't. But the way I set my schedule is 8 a.m. I may push it to 6 or 7 a.m. I do 3 hours. I take a break. I do 1 to 4 p.m. I take a break. I do 7 to 11. I'm Eastern time zone. So every time zone I'm telling you is Eastern. So, what are we on? 7 to 11. And then there's this weird schedule that I added because the websites call it their happy hour. So like CAMS has their happy hour from 3 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So Pacific Standard Time is 3 hours behind me on Eastern Standard Time. Then Frit for Free told me that their slow period is from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Each website has their own rhythm of their website. And when there's a lot of traffic, a lot of customers, a lot of models, then when there's more customers and less models. So, okay, you're on West Coast. Okay, cool. Yeah, so like earlier you said you stopped being a cow model to do OF and you got a job. Think about the job. If the job has benefits, like health benefits, keep the job for the benefits. Because you're not going to get benefits being a cam model. You're going to end up paying for your health benefits out of pocket. And some health benefits are super expensive. Like just getting your dental prescription, vision care. Sometimes you can get insurance packages with private hospital stays if you have to stay in the hospital. Like, I don't mind sharing a room with one other person, but if I have to share the room with 4 other people, you have a problem. Just say it. And then some of the private health benefits come with travel health insurance. Like me being in Canada, if I'm out of the country and I need to pay for a helicopter to bring me home, I want to have that in my insurance. So things like that. So, and then your retirement, then your taxes. So like me being in Canada, everything I have is self-directed investments. I go to my own financial planner, we open my accounts because I'm the employer and I'm the employee. Everything is managed by me. I think there's something like that in America. I don't know. I hear about it because I keep watching Dave Ramsey all the time. But yeah, so keep the job for the health benefits. Keep webcamming until you turn, I don't know, 85. But I don't even know because the 2 cam models that are 70 years old, they're still working. Like go to certain campsites and look at the mature elderly, not elderly, they're not elderly yet, but Go for the older, like just click on the webcam sites and look at the women that are over 50. They are still webcamming. Some of them look good. Some of them have like amazing plastic surgery. Like I can't even believe it. Like really, like this is what they're doing. They're online. They have the props, they have the toys, they do their hair and makeup, they go to the gym all the time. Technically, a job would tell them to take retirement, but they're making money. This is the thing about camp being a camp model. They don't tell you to take retirement. You decide what that is. Like you just like I'm so loud. I wonder if my neighbor can hear me. So, yeah, like it's just so many things about this that I would never find working at McDonald's. The only thing about working at McDonald's, I'm not knocking McDonald's. They have some good benefit. Like they have, like if you work, let's say your job outside the house is working at McDonald's and you're getting the full benefits from McDonald's, take it. Work at exactly the amount of hours you need to get the benefits from working at McDonald's or Burger King or Taco Bell or KFC, even though Burger King, not Burger King, Taco Bell and KFC are under the same company. But they have benefits. Starbucks has benefits. Starbucks, all of them have a retirement matching program. Go to the HR department and ask for the retirement matching program. Ask if they have it. Like me going to college and then me doing the co-op internship, and if the job in the co-op internship offers me a full-time position, one, I can't really do a full-time position. I probably have to get the part-time position, but I would only keep that job if the retirement match is from the employer and the benefits. I can use the dental and vision from it. Prescriptions, some of them, but I need something that covers pre-existing conditions. I need more water. Chat is still open. Okay, so yeah, this like, no, there isn't another job like this. There isn't another career like this where you can work as many hours as you want. You can make anywhere from $100 a week to 100,000 in a month. Yeah, it's, oh, I did that many? Okay, this is me on I'm Live. I'm Live has a feature called Daily Pay directly from the website. You're not signing up in a studio to go get Daily Pay. This is why I keep I'm Live. Yes, their percentage is a little low. 7% is a little low compared to the other websites I work. But I've been with them since 2005. I'm going to keep working with them until, like, they may get bought out by another company. They may stay exactly as they are. I'm okay with that. Because that happened when Camster. Camster got bought out by Flirt for Free. Webcam Club got bought out by Streamate. You like that's the thing. Remember, I've been doing this since 2003. 2008, a coworker went to my website, told everybody I got fired. That was 2008. Then, at that time, 2008, in Ontario, minimum wage was $8.75 an hour. Because I was too busy wanting the approval of other people, I paused webcam to work a job outside of the house. And because I don't have post-secondary education, my only thing I was qualified to do was retail, customer service, minimum wage, and call center paid $11 an hour up to $15 an hour if I was bilingual in French and English. So, I mean, I could work outside the house, but for me to work outside the house, I need to get a degree in something that's going to pay me a salary. I'm not going to go quit this to work outside the house for $15.50 an hour because that's what minimum wage is now. That's in the other spreadsheet. Hold on. Yeah, the other spreadsheet. So the other spreadsheet, so my budget spreadsheet, I need to upload this version of my spreadsheet. I don't think it's on my Ko-Fi store right now. But this one tracks what minimum wage is right now. It tracks what my, see, that's not it. I'm getting 1530. Oh, okay. Right. I'm getting 1530. So these numbers here in my spreadsheet, can we zoom in? Okay, good. Oh, nice. Okay. Is that big? I don't even know. I think so. Is it? No. Where do we go? Oh, no. Am I still live? Because I clicked the button. Okay. Okay, we're still live. Okay. So here's how I keep track of why I do what I do. So the goal is to get my income to $30,000 a year minimum. Once I reach $30,000 in 4 consecutive quarters, I'm supposed to register for my GST HST number with Revenue Canada Agency and then track all of my remittance for my GST HST sales tax. I know it's a whole lot. But and we talked about it yesterday with my financial planner, that for me to contribute to my registered retirement savings plan, it would be good that my business is making $30,000 or more. So it makes it worth it to contribute to the registered disability savings plan because it goes based on 18% of last year's income. Last year's income for me was, where is it? So $206 is my contribution rule member retirement savings plan. And that means my income, what? No, that's not it. I forgot how I did it. Hold on, I need a calculator. But yeah, um, did I divide it? I think I divide it. Hold on, divide by 18%. Wait, did it go? Where did? Why you gotta mess with my head? Okay, so 206 divided by 18%. Yeah, there we go. My last year's income, like revenue. So like, you kind of have to pay attention to your tax notice of assessment to know where this line is on your your income tax. But yeah, so like my income tax, like the whole paper, notice of assessment paper, it said that my income before taxes was from the business, not including the disability income. So like you, even that. So like tax season is coming up. All of your income, foreign and domestic, you have to report it to the America Internal Revenue Agency or Canada's Canada Revenue Agency at tax time. April, personal tax return for Canada. June 15 is self-employment income tax return. America, go find out what your dates are. Your due dates are coming up. Pay attention to them. Yeah. So, like I said, I don't want to be an accountant, but a financial planner, accredited financial counselors, they know these numbers, so you're ready for them, that the money is in the account ready. So when that tax bill shows up, you can pay for it and move on. This is what that's the place I'm at. Like I want my money in my accounts. So if the government says I owe them a bill, I can pay it. I'd rather pay them a lump sum and then work out a payment plan to pay them, because me and the government is for the rest of my life. So I want me and the government to be on good terms. I don't care about mommy and daddy. They can say all their little opinions. They don't like my job. That's fine. Revenue Canada, I did this last time on my live. How long are, because I don't want to get, sometimes YouTube kicks people off after 2 hours. And I have a lot to say for stuff because people act like, oh, we're just a cam model, we just make money, we don't do anything. No, we have to remember all of these things because the government expects you to know these things automatically. Like they do. It's in it's in the contract when you sign up to become a cam model. Like it's in there because they have lawyers making your contract to be a cam model. Yeah. I had it in here. No, it's not that one. Where I know the government of Canada knows what we do and they expect us to follow. No, it's not that. I have so many things booked here, CRA stuff. Okay. Here we go. Gig economy. And then there was social media influencer. So the Revenue Canada agency made these articles on their website to cover social media influencer and platform economy. Yeah, it's super shocking. It's super shocking. Let me get to it. Here we go. So yeah, this is posted from April 2021, where this is a Revenue Canada agency website. They they want to know this stuff. They like it fully says right here. Did you receive subscription, gifts, donations, or other income? If you earned income through similar circumstances such as posts of pictures, videos, and more on social media platforms that involve product placement or product promotion, you're considered to be undertaking a business activity. You could earn income in many ways by monetary and non-monetary, including not limited to subscriptions to your channels, advertising, clickbait, and brand advertisements. See, the government of Canada knows the terms we're using to operate our businesses. Like they do. So like sponsorship, merchandise sales, commissions on sales, tips or donations, free perks such as product clothes and trips. Yeah, they know. Remember I said about the $30,000 thing? It's here. GST, are you back in the room, Duchess? Did you get another phone call? 'Cause you were gone for a minute. They know. Like here, so remember I keep talking about GST and HST and me making sure hopefully for 2023 that I make $30,000 in my business is so that I can register for the um goods and services harmonized sales tax number. Yeah, that's a goal in the business that I would like to be doing. It's not like a requirement. You have to, this is it? Yeah. See here, okay, you do not exceed the 30,000 threshold. You're a small supplier. You do not have to register. You may choose to register voluntarily if you make taxable sales, leases, or other supplies. I don't do this in my business. My business, like the business as a cam model doesn't do that. But if my business as a coach, my coaching like my packages for coaching, the price on the coaching packages would be charging sales tax because I have to. The government just said so right here. But not all of my business activities or all the ways my income makes the business operate charges sales taxes because of the agreement in the webcam performer agreement that is there. I'm not going to show you where in the model agreement that says that, but it's in there. So like I'm Live's 27%. If you go look at the I'm Live model agreement, you will see in the model agreement exactly why there's 27% commissions and exactly where the 27% commissions come from and in what circumstances it comes from. Like it totally says that. Like we just read it. I keep making this full screen. We just read it. Like, so this is why I'm camming forever. There's literally no reason not to. Like the government knows what I'm doing. The government fully just called out. Oh, I pushed the wrong button again. This time we're pushing wrong button. The other time my share screen was in the wrong place. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I see what happened here. All right, I see what I did. So when I clicked the button, it didn't open in a new window. Now it opened in a new window. Okay. Yeah, so this is still the art. Like the government fully said, we know you're a social media influencer. We know you work on platforms. They list various platforms. Airbnb, Canada Stays, Uber, Lyft, and then gig economy, freelance or short-term contract-based work. For example, Clickworker, Crowdsource, Fiverr, Uber Eats, DoorDash. They know. The more we talk about OF, watch them add OF to this list. They have here, for example, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter. They fully know. They know what we're doing. And then the annoying part of them knowing what we're doing in this section of the Government of Canada's website, they just need to hire a certain amount of revenue agency tax agents to audit a handful of us to see what we're doing, to know our numbers. Yeah. It's so anybody who hates what I do for a living, great. Fantastic. I am responsible right here. Here is my list of responsibilities for the job that I'm doing that's earning an income. And none of us are doing this to not earn an income. Our new revenue agency already knows that. Like they fully know. Like they fully know. Like here, I had to fill out form T2125, Statement of Business and Professional Activities to report your self-employment income. For your information, how to complete a form 2125, go to how to fill out the form. They even give you a form of how to fill out the form. Like, then here, this is what I need to also worry about. So like how I operate in the Profit First account system. One of my accounts in my Profit First stuff is an account labeled taxes, CPP, HST, and GST. I literally put money in there and I hold it for the government. It's not mine to spend. Don't, like, and honestly, never to spend it because I figured out if there's a year that I don't owe taxes, because it's possible, depending on how much revenue I do, me getting the disability tax credit, and then any other tax credits and benefits that show up when I file my taxes that I can claim. There's a chance that the government's going to say I owe them $0. It's happened before. My money in a savings account that I assign for taxes, I cannot touch it because the next year I could owe them money. So the money you set aside in savings for taxes and for sales taxes and for pension contributions, or depending on what country you're in, that's untouchable money. It has to be. Because the second you get a tax bill from the government, if you don't have money set aside to pay them like that, you are scrambling to negotiate with them a payment plan, and the interest that the government charges on money you owe them is higher than money owing at a payday loan place. Damn it. Give me a minute. I'm emotional. Hold on. Yeah. I mean, I've thought about it. I planned it. I talked about it with my accountant. I've talked about it with the live support chat at TurboTax because it's awesome. You can actually talk to somebody at TurboTax all these questions. Then the in my city, they do business seminars for self-employment people. This is how I got all this wonderful information about tax returns and stuff. So the CRA has liaisons. The liaisons did a presentation at City Hall for small businesses filling out their T1 general tax return with their T2125 statement of professionals form that goes with their tax return. And they went over all of this in a 2.5 hour presentation. And I sat through all of it. No, I'm not going to school for accounting. My brain will explode. All these things I remember for myself. And then I happen to document what I do so you are not left not like you have to know these things. Like these are things the government expects you to know the minute you want to be a business owner, the minute you want to be a platform social influencer, whatever. They do. This like I may sound harsh to you, but the government's harsh to me. Like the Internal Revenue Agency people for American people, yeah, they expect you to know it. They expect you to defend it, have receipts, track all your income, know every dollar, of where it went, where it come from, who it came from, when it came. Like when the government gave out money during the pandemic, I had to prove it to them. I had to gather all of my documents and prove it to them. While my mom, dad, best friend had their wonderful opinion, their opinion did not matter. It's what the words of the government matters. Like my disability caseworker, what did they say about it? The Dave from the CRA calling me saying I sent in my income and statements. He needed something to show that I was still making like $1,000 a week while I qualified for benefits. Yeah, Dave from CRA got every document he asked for. I don't care about mom, daddy, and grandma. They can be upset all they want to why would I do that? And no, they're not living this. They're not doing this. They're not getting any of this. And I don't have time to go to Americans IRS website, but you should go visit their website if you're in America. I'm just saying, the information is there. You can dig around for self-employment. You can dig around for 1099 worker. You can dig around for, yeah, I think that's it for Americans. Like anything self-employment. Like I think there's a self-employment retirement account. There's a health savings account. Everything for your household that you need as a self-employment person. Plus also like I mean, ideally, it's easier to go to the TurboTax website because the TurboTax blog covers everything every single year. Like every year. Like if I go right now, I think I still have them bookmarked for Canada. I use TurboTax Canada to find out my information, but I know the TurboTax American blog has the information because sometimes when I search for something, the TurboTax American website shows up, then I have to go find the TurboTax Canadian website to show up so I know what I'm looking for. Like, this is what we signed up for. We're like, oh, I want to be a cam model. Okay. How are you going to handle your taxes? How are you going to handle your savings? How are you going to handle paying off debt? Like, the minute you make $1 from webcam and they pay you through check in the mail, Paxum, Shrill, Cosmo Pay, whatever method of payment you're getting from those earnings, you have to keep, like my Paxum account, I have to log in and print off everything from Paxum. Because if I ever get audited and I tell the CRA auditor person, My money comes from here and it's in this account. Okay, great. Where are the receipts? Where is the ledger? Where is the statement of accounts? They want to know those things. And some websites don't send it to you. Like everything like, and then me being in Canada, Paxum is an American US dollar account. So they're going to want the US dollar account. Then they're going to use the annual average of the bank rate of Canada's US dollar to Canadian dollar exchange rate and charge me taxes on the Canadian dollar. Yeah, I don't have time for people worried that, oh, I'm a cam model. Oh, I'm a gold digger. Okay, fine. I still got to pay taxes on my gold digging. Yeah, sugar babies, you're not exempt either. Just if you have a friend who's bragging, oh, she's just a sugar baby, you gotta file your taxes on your sugar baby stuff. No, I'm not joking. I'm just laughing because this is serious stuff. And most of you don't know this, but it is. You can cry about it, but you still have to deal with it. I cry about it every day, and I wake up and I handle it anyway. You can cry about it, but you still got to deal with it. You're still like, this right here. What does it say right here? It's in the title. Like, you want me to zoom in so you can see it clearly? Wait, careful with the zooming in. Um, Here we go. Let's zoom in so you can see. This is from the Government of Canada, Canada Raven Agency, CRA Newsroom. Are you a social media influencer? Here's what you need to know. Okay, if I said stuff that was too fast, just ask the question. I can clarify what I said. There's a lot I'm saying because I've emotionally absorbed it and not everything. I felt it. Yes. Okay, that you do. You have to claim your income on that. You do. Yeah, yeah, you do. You do. You're not like protected because you're a sugar baby. Like, I didn't talk about this section here. But yeah, you're not protected because you're a sugar baby. Yeah, all your earnings detail when, how, and where you earned your income. Details of the business expenses you incurred in your earning your income supported by invoices, receipts, and vouchers. For example, you may be able to claim a percentage of your gas expenses if you use your personal car to earn money by providing rideshare services. They want to know everything. Receipts for you know how like Real Housewives will fight each other and be like, "Oh, I have receipts." Yeah, the CRA wants receipts. Internal Revenue Agency wants receipts. Like they want the receipts. They even tell you when to get the receipts. Like how I kept going on how I would like to make $30,000, and then it says you like if I exceed the $30,000 threshold in one calendar quarter. Okay, so it is a calendar quarter. Damn it. If you're no longer a small supplier and you have to charge, yeah, see, all this stuff, I have to remember it all the time. I mean, I pulled it up on the internet, which means you can pull it up on the internet for your country. And if your country doesn't have it on their website, you still got to call your country's tax people and ask them, what do I do here? You, you still do. This is just Canada. I'm not even talking about the American websites because I don't live there. I don't have to file taxes in America because I filled out, oh my Lord, So me not paying taxes in America, every campsite will send me the American IRS form called W8BEN, which gives me the tax exemption because Canada and US has a tax treaty, and certain incomes that I make are not withholding a certain percentage of tax from the companies I work with. So, like YouTube in the partnership program, I had to update the W8BEN form. There's a percentage, like 10% of my YouTube channel that's held back to IRS from the YouTube. So before YouTube pays me, they hold back 10%. That 10% pays their taxes for me because there's a certain category in the paragraphs and articles of the document that they consider me a movie studio for being a YouTube channel. Super annoying. But typically, there wouldn't be any because there's a Canadian and American tax treaty and my income is not withheld. No, I think what happened is there's part of my brain that obsesses over details to the point where it triggers anxiety. And we may know that's autism and ADHD. Genius? Maybe. I don't know. But I've learned I've had this obsessive topic behavior since I was a kid. Because when I was a kid, it was about dolphins. I was so obsessed with dolphins. Then it was Greek mythology. Then was it Barbies? I think it was Barbies. The amount of Barbie stuff that I had as a kid. I had the minivan, I had the bathtub, I had like we had legit brand name Barbie and then we had knockoff generic Barbie that grandma would get in Chinatown. And then I had the remote control car, I had the minivan. I didn't get the airplane. I found out there was an airplane for Barbie when I was looking on eBay for other stuff because I wanted my 80s Barbie dream house and not today's Barbie dream house. Yeah. This, and then the best part about it, my financial planner does the same thing. He obsesses over the details as much as I do. Just super fantastic. Which is like, I have a financial planner who is just as paranoid and scared of something screwing up with your finances. It's fantastic. Means he's going to do the best job possible to not screw up reaching my financial goals of becoming a multi-millionaire. Because this all like, I wish we had time to go over those stuff, but that is the mission. Like my business needs to make a certain amount of money. I register my GST, HST, sales and goods and services number. Then, depending on how big the income gets, I register as a corporation. Right now, I'm a sole proprietor. So, being a sole proprietor, my income tax return is a T1 general with a T2125 tax return. It's very simple. It's very easy. I can do it as TurboTax software, no problem. The minute I make too much money where I have to consider myself a corporation and the corporation it becomes its own entity, like it's my child, I gotta hire an accountant that is going to literally obsess over the details of being a corporation, which you don't even that. So like a lot of people in America are talking about becoming an LLC or an S corp. Financially, if it makes sense, go do it. If it does, like there's a financial reason of doing those things. If your business is a low income business like I am right now, last year I made $1,144. I don't need to go become an LLC, corporation, limited liability, whatever thing. No, I can register my business name. We can register Mini C. Riley in Enterprise, but that is filed on my personal tax return. That is filed on a T125 general form. So there's not a reason to go do all these things. Like hustle culture has confused everybody. Like everybody, like flat out everybody. Like totally everybody's gone confused. You need to make it simple for yourself. Hire an accountant that obsesses over the details so you don't have to, but teaches you the details so you're ready for the details. Like how I told you that save for taxes, never touch it. That money is always to pay taxes for the government. It could be $10,000 in there. It's for the government. It could be $100,000 in there, that savings account. If it's designed to pay for income taxes, you keep it there for income taxes. It's like, that's it. Because I don't need, like how Steve Harvey owed his American government how many millions of dollars in taxes, where Steve Harvey was working everywhere all the time. Remember Family Feud, Steve Harvey show, all those things he was doing, the books he was writing. He was trying to make money to pay off his tax bill. I don't want to be that person. I'm pretty sure you don't want to be that person where you're working nonstop because you owe the government a huge tax bill. No, just save all your money all the time to pay the taxes no matter what. Like, I really don't know. There's something I want to go to. Lost track. I said like four things, and two of them was supposed to research for you. Right, T1 general tax form. It's Canadian. It's something I need to know. You don't need to know it. And then the TurboTax blog. TurboTax blog. Canada. There's an American one. Is there an American one? All right, that's 2022. I don't need this anymore. Blog American. That's Canada. Oh, right. Because I'm in Canada, it's only going to show me the TurboTax Canadian blog. It's going to take a while to find the American one. Maybe if I do turbotax.com. I know. See? Here's proof I'm in Canada. I'm trying to show you where to find the information so you're not leaving like, oh, I didn't know that. I'm literally showing you where the information is. He was everywhere. And he was everywhere taking all the jobs he could get. Probably why he did Miss America a lot of times. And they hired him back even though he messed up on the winner. He probably said some wonderful, charmy things and they hired him back. No, give me the American website. Thank you, TurboTax. All right, so here's TurboTax. A lot of people don't like TurboTax, but they're designed to give you the tax information. So if TurboTax blog has the information, you can call the IRS or Canada Revenue Agency to double check. There is nothing wrong in double checking the information that I say, that's on the blog, that somebody said, like actually spent, like I hate doing it. I hate calling CRA, spend 3 hours on the phone to speak to a person that may or may not have the information that I need. Then I have to call them back to double check that the first person I spoke to gave me the right information. I had to do that with my disability tax credit. And for Dave at the CRA, I double checked him, yes. At one time they said I owed money on my GST Trillium tax credit. I owed them like $50 because something happened where they paid me too much money on my tax credits. I called them 2 hours on the phone to verify they got my money. Like I said, you in the government is for the rest of your life. What? Like, that better be the best relationship you ever have before your biological family. Because even if you have your biological family and you're working, you're paying taxes. Even if you're like how you still have your job outside the house, you still have to pay taxes. For like cam model or not, OF content, whatever or not, sugaring or not, you still have to pay taxes. Working at McDonald's, you're paying taxes. Working at a car wash, you're paying taxes. Valet parking person, you're still paying taxes. Make sure you and the government know exactly what needs to be done of you. That is your priority number one responsibility. And then, oh yeah, if you have children and you show them to be 100% responsible in their financial commitments with the government, they'll do the same. They'll probably do it better than you because that's what kids do. But yeah. So yeah, double check everything. I'm not a professional. I have to do this for myself to survive. If I don't do this, I am going to end up like Steve Harvey working everywhere. So, like, straight up. Like if I screw up in any way of doing this, and then like that too. So like, you know how there is that TV show of how is it again? Where they're dating people that are in jail and they come out of jail. And the people that they're dating in jail is so stressed out of coming out of jail because they have so many things they have to do. That, I don't want to be that person. I'm on the outside. I have to worry about the government and making sure the government's happy. If I end up incarcerated or charged or whatever or jail, I have to worry about the legal system for that, plus find a job to pay them back and taxes. Why do I need to add that stress on to me? No. I have my freedom. My freedom comes with paying taxes. We had the veterans that fought for our freedom. This is the price we're paying to keep our freedom, paying taxes. This is it. We can complain about it all we want, but we still have to do it come April and June every single year. This is why there's Black Friday sales. Black Friday sales are so the company can reduce their taxes. Yeah, Love Over Lockdown. I used to watch that show all the time. I used to watch that show all the time. And like these girls were like, oh, he's not as what he was when he's because he's stressed out. When guys are stressed out, they have no interest in pom pom. None. Unless that is the way they relieve stress. But if it's not the way they relieve stress, they are not interested in anything you have over there. At all. Unless you do something that makes them jealous. Like webcam. The amount of ex-boyfriends that were jealous because I webcam was fascinating. They're gone. Every one of them. Now I have a boyfriend that has his own platform, website. My only rule is I don't want to see his thumbnail of content if he's with some young whatever and they're making a video. Like he can do his OnlyFans all he wants. I don't need to see where his member is sticking. I don't need to see it. I'm happy he's making money. And then because he's making money from that platform, he should not be asking me for money because I had an ex-boyfriend do that. I had an ex-boyfriend had gambling problems and I paid off that debt. We're not doing that. We're going to take pictures of you, put you online, put you on a website, and you're going to make your money. Like straight up. This is what we're doing. If we have a boyfriend that's having financial troubles, he's going to have to work out in the gym, take some really good selfies, and make his own OF. Like straight up. Like everybody needs to be dating somebody who is attractive enough to make their own profile. That is my new golden rule. I'm getting older. It's older I'm getting, not younger I'm getting. So And there's younger guys that are approaching me, which is great. But if they have issues with my job, they can go over there and find somebody else. And then if they're coming into the picture without a job, I'm putting them to work instantly. Instantly, they're being put to work. They will find a platform and they will make their money. That it like this, they have to get comfortable with their customers being men, but they're working. They're flat out working. That is the mission. Yeah, it's not like men don't do what we do. It's men, transgender, and females. It is 18 to 75. I don't know anybody, I haven't met anybody yet who's older than 75, but I know for sure it's 18. That's a legal minimum to start until you want to stop. Like, no, like, I mean, I remember being in the grocery store and the dudes in the grocery store that work in the grocery store, they're getting mad that their girlfriends had their OnlyFans account. And I'm like, but you're in the grocery store making minimum wage. At least majority, like, well, no, it's different. You can't even compare it. You can't compare minimum wage to being self-employed. The numbers are different. The numbers are financially different. I just showed you every government website how the numbers are different. Like, the numbers are fully different. Like, this here is the Statement of Business and Professional Activities website that I fill every year for my taxes. I had to fill like this, like the TurboTax software will automatically populate these numbers, but it literally asks for everything I just showed you over on this tab here of, are you a social media influencer? Here's what you need to know. And then it says, do you receive your income, GST, HST implications, business expenses, and then this one, not this one, where was it? No, where did it? Hold on, let me go find it. Really, I've been on. Oh, okay. We should wrap this up. I know I said a lot of stuff, but we should totally wrap this up. GST, TurboTax blog again. I'm a giga platform economy. They both had different information to focus on, but they're pretty much exactly the same. Yeah. Tax obligations. So report and pay taxes on earned income from taxable activities. Then the contribute to the Canada pension plan. So even this, so like in my savings account for taxes, I include in there the maximum amount for my Canada pension plan. So, and they changed it for self-employed. So self-employment has a separate number because self-employment contributes to that for the employee percentage and the business percentage. While if you work for a company, your paycheck takes out the employee percentage, but your employer puts into an account the company employer percentage. It's like it was like 10%, but they raised it to 11% to compete with inflation. Things like that. Like, again, I I don't have time for a dude who doesn't like my job, or my parents who don't like my job, or my younger sister who does not talk to me because of my job. I have all these things to remember. I have tax obligations I have to understand so the government is not giving me a giant tax bill or getting me for tax evasion. This is how you avoid tax evasion, is understanding exactly what the government in your country requires of you. Is this still the American tax website for TurboTax? Yeah, this is the American one. Where's the Canadian one? And then, is this the Canadian one? Go back to the homepage. Here's the Canadian one. Canadian looks a little bit more prettier. I don't know why. Here's the American, and then here's the Canadian. Like I said, the quickest way to learn what you need to do in your tax obligations is the TurboTax blog. Then double check on the revenue agency websites for your country. And then you can call, like for Canada, you can call a CRA liaison and they will consult with you what you need to do. Like, this is how I know, not this anymore, the when to register and start charging GST, HST on my business. Like that's how we know. And I don't think I have anything more to say because I'm going to end up repeating myself. Yeah, this is it. Like, what more do we like? Is there any questions? I went over a lot of information. I know I did. But this is how I'm planning my 2023. Understanding all of my tax obligations, investing in all of my accounts, disability savings plan, tax-free savings account, register retirement savings plan, make sure that I have my CPP contribution, because the CPP pension plan in Canada, it's mandatory. I don't know about America, but I know in Canada it is mandatory. And when my business makes $3,500, I have to contribute to it. But if I make sure that there is $7,500 in the account called taxes, CPP, GST, HST, it's covered. And then any year that I pay for it, it's in that account. Because every year, every month, I'm putting money into that account after every payout commission a campsite pays me. Because the book Profit First by Mike Michalowicz, y'all should get it. It covers the account allocations for all those things. And then Profit First also has, you could hire a Profit First professional business coach that will go over all those things so you can set them up in the accounts so you're ready. You're ready to invest, you're ready to grow your business, you're ready for taxes. Yeah. And then, so let's say you end up having the boyfriend that doesn't do anything and he begs for money. You could set up a savings account just for that. Like, because the boyfriend that I paid off his gambling debt, who promised he would pay me back, did not pay me back. But I feel like the $800 I gave him to pay for his gambling debt was enough money to send him away and never come back. So I'm just saying, if a dude is going to ask for money from me, it's a gift. It'll probably be a business expense because I can probably hire him as a 1099 worker in my business. And that's the end of our relationship. I'm just, I'm over it. I'm reaching 40. I have reached the level of, I just don't care about certain things. And if you're not the mission is I buy my house, I pay for college, I buy my car. I want a 2-bedroom condo with 2 bathrooms. In my city, those start at $500,000 and up. They're not going down. I've not found anybody going down. And then buying a house, I'm looking at traditional mortgages where I need my credit score to be 700 and higher. I need 2 trade lines, which means 2 lines of credit. So like a credit card and something else, or 2 credit cards, and they have to be a minimum limit of $3,000. Plus I need 20% down payment for the condo. So I guess it was like $50,000 to start off, where I look at mortgage brokers, real estate agents, and we look around houses to see what I qualify for. Then my income has to be near $125,000 a year, so that when on paper, they look at me on paper with good credit score, good income, business operating for 2 years, making that income, I'm good. They don't know, like, this is how we do it. I, I, I threw in a bonus. That is the bonus. Having a good credit score when you're in this job. It's how I got this apartment. It's how I've been here for 15 years renting this apartment. I had a fantastic credit score. I had first and last month um, rent because there's no security deposit in Canada. I had first and last. I had a wicked credit score. I had job letters ready. I got my apartment. Next mission is to buy my house. Somewhere between the age 45 and 50, I'll be buying my house. You'll probably see this on happening on the channel. First, I need to finish college. I need my diploma, advanced diploma, or a 4-year degree. 4-year degree is like $8,000 a year. Advanced diploma is $5,000 a year for 3 years. Or two. There's a 2-year program and a 3-year program and a 4-year program. The 3-year program has an optional co-op. The 4-year program has a mandatory co-op. But I'm making sure I have every option available to me, and I'm choosing the one that's best for my life, where I can handle my disability. I can make as much money as I want. I don't have to deal with a boss if I don't want to. My mom, daddy, and everybody can just shove off because their opinions are completely irrelevant. Like the age I am now, when my parents were 38, my mom went to the States to make more money to buy a house. Then she did some stupidness and she lost the house in foreclosure. I'm hoping when I go buy my first house, I keep it for 10 years. Maybe 5. I don't even know. We'll see. I mean, I'm not the type of person to move around different places. I park and stay and get my pay. That is what I do. I'm model for 20 years, living here for 15. I've destroyed my credit. I've rebuilt my credit. I've drained my savings. I rebuild my savings. I've gotten rid of boyfriends that have nothing to offer but a thing. I want to say the word, but I can't. Yeah, like I need, like, the dude I'm with now. The reason he sticks around, I get the best foot massages ever. He is worth his weight in whatever. Like, straight up, I need dudes who actually are worth being in my presence. It's like they can find a young one. Someone turns 18 every day who doesn't know all the things that I know. They can go spend time with them. All right. No, me, no. Mm-mm. Even I was dating, like when I was 30 and the dude was 22, he was working. He was a stripper. He was making his money. He was fantastic. Like, he hated my job, but that's the whole programming that he grew up with. As if it's okay for him to be a stripper but not his girlfriend, but that was his issue. But in the relationship we had for the 1 year until the dude I've been with now for 8 years showed up, I had a list criteria of things that they need to be doing for me to be interested in keeping them around. Like, this is this is it. This is what we're doing. So, yeah. Um, Happy New Year. We got big things to do. I still gotta make my video of goals and intentions for 2023, but you pretty much know what they are in this video. Um, yeah, go out there and make as much money as humanly possible. File your taxes, save, get out of debt, and be in relationships that are actually worth your time. whether it's a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a polyamory triangle situation, whatever it is. Make sure everybody who's in the relationship is pulling their weight, worth their time, and actually brings you joy. Like straight up. That's where I'm at right now. All right, peoples. I'm gone. I will see you on the next one. Smooches.